Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be playing some more Football Manager, and today we're going, like last video I think we did, oh no, the video before the last one was 5 tips on this game, and today I'm going to show you 5 prospects you can sign in your saves. Personally I think they're really good, and then there's an extra one who's not as good, but I still think can turn into a really good player with the right treatment. But I'll show you my first 5 and then we'll get into the 6th, I guess, but I'm still saying 5 prospects. But these are my go-tos if I can sign them in my saves. They are, well, I wouldn't say go-tos, I don't say sign them like every save I do, but I mean, it obviously changes each year, but in this year I've seen that these do look like some really good prospects that you should try and sign. And I don't think, well, one of them may cost quite a lot, but the majority of them won't cost loads. And then at a later date you can sell them on for a lot of money and make lots of money as, well, in this game. It's what you need to do, I guess. But first, let's get into the first prospect that you should sign in your saves. So the first prospect I think is a really good winger. He's an inverted winger. He can use both feet. His stats aren't amazing at the moment, but he's got 15 determination, which means he'll focus on, like, he will develop, and he's determined to become a better player. Up here it says it's not a high rating, but it's like, I don't know, it's bollocks, to be honest. But if you click here, it says you don't want to sell, so it will cost a little bit more. We'll go into some negotiations in a minute. And he isn't amazingly consistent because he is fucking, oh shit, because he is 16. But if you develop him in about 4, 5, 6, 7 years time, he'll be fucking, like, he's a really good player. He'll turn into a really good player, I'm telling you. If you just develop him, he is one for the future, obviously, as he is 16 years old, but these are meant to be prospects that you sign for the future. But yeah, so that is the player. He's got some alright stats at the moment, to be honest. 16 flair, 16 technique, 15 first touch, 12 finishing, so he hasn't got too bad stats for a 16-year-old, to be honest. But as you can, well, the stars are bollocks as well usually in this game, so it's just if you buy him and you develop him, you give him enough playing time, I'm sure he'll turn into a good player. Let's get into the second player prospect. My second prospect that I think you all should sign is Yusuf Demir. I probably butchered that name, but the rating here is a little bit better, and I do highly suggest you buy this player. He's on 625 quid a week, so you can definitely give him a decent wage. At the moment he's not amazing, but he is 17. Again, another one for the future. You do not want to sell again, so you're probably going to have to pay quite a bit. They are fairly consistent, and it's a 5-star potential here, but like he like the rest, I'm sure the rest will live up to standards as well and become 5 stars. But this guy is a really good player. It says fairly susceptible to injuries, but I've used him and he doesn't really get injured too much. He does sometimes, and I don't get me wrong, I do think this depends on the saves, because a lot of things are randomised in the games, and on my other side save, I'm pretty sure he's not fairly susceptible to injuries, but he's operating at a championship standard for a 17-year-old, which is obviously amazing. He'll want about 7,000 to 11,000 in wage, and you might have to pay a little bit for him, but you always have to with these young ones. Like, for fuck's sake, they are usually quite expensive. But he has 17 determination, so he's He's pretty much guaranteed to fulfill his full potential. 5'8", is alright for a winger. Got decent pace and acceleration, alright agility. He's got good stats, to be honest, and they'll obviously improve the more you play him. So this is a really good one to pick up, and I do suggest you buy him. Yusuf Demir, you can see at the top here, plays for SK Rapid Vienna. So yes, go buy this player. He's really good. Anyway, we'll move on to the third prospect. The third prospect here is Patterson Daka. He's more one for like you'd buy straight away. Well, you'd buy them all straight away. I mean, like, you'd be able to play more like straight away. You'd be able to play him sooner, as he's got really good stats already, and he's 21. 17 pace and 16 acceleration, so he's a really fast player. He's on 7,000 a week, but he'd probably want quite a lot of money, like up from that if you're going to buy him. So about 45k to 61,000 a week. He is a striker. Right now he is wanted by Dortmund. It says 54 rated, but that is pure bollocks because look, I think he can go to a 4-star rating. But again, rating in this game is bollocks anyway. It is a load of shit. It's just play him, and yeah, he'll be good. You can loan him then, apparently. Loan interest and very interested. He's consistent. The overall, he's really fast. He's strong as well. He's a strong player. Oh, fuck off, I keep doing that. He is a strong player, and yeah, he's got a fairly determined personality, which is always really good. He's got 15 determination, so he's going to live up to expectations, probably, under the right guidance. So he's got really good stats, and you should go buy him. He plays for FC RB Salzburg. Now we have Dumfries, the man who I signed in my Newcastle save, who can play every fucking where on the pitch. You want him at left wing, you can play left wing. You want him at right wing, you can play right wing. You want him at fucking striker, you could probably put him at striker. You want him at cam, you put him at cam. You want him in midfield, have him in midfield. Centre back, left wing back, right, DM, right wing, full back, wing back. He can play fucking everywhere if you train him. Probably play goalkeeper. He's 6'2". He could probably play goalkeeper. But this man is such a legend. I signed him in my Newcastle save for 13 million. I bought him for. Newcastle want him right now. I signed him for 13 million. That's with installments and etc. I think I paid 5 and then had installments. But yeah, he is a solid player, and then I sold him for 45 million. So he is a player you should sign, because in 2 years' time he's going to be playing for like PSG. So I'd get your hands on him quick. 24, he's perfect. He is so good. Whoever Man City's fucking... Oh, actually, I guess compared to Kyle Walker and Cancelo, he is a bit shy. But he won't be in a couple of years' time, so I'd buy this lad straight away because he goes ham. Let's have a look. What are the two cons? Yeah, he does, like, it says doesn't enjoy big matches. He's fine. He's really consistent. So yeah, he's really good. To sign, again, won't cost too much, and you'll have to pay him about 45k to 60,000 a week. So that is our fourth prospect. On to our fifth and final prospect, Everton Selbonia. Bolia. Cebolinha. Plays in the Brazilian, is it Brazilian? Portuguese. Plays for Benfica in the Portuguese league. And this lad is so if you don't buy him now, you will not be able to buy him, because he will not come to you, because he's a fucking twat. He literally buns off everyone. You need to buy him now, and he becomes, it says 3.5 here, but he becomes 5-star player. He becomes a leading Premier League. He has potential to become a leading Premier League player in the future. And he's so good. He becomes so fucking good. He's an inverted winger on the left. I highly advise you sign this person, because he will cost. I am sure he'll cost a lot. This is the one I was on about that'll cost 108 million. Let's just have a look at how much it might cost. I was looking at 60 million when they were asking for. Let's have a look for 70. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay like 70 million to get your hands on this guy, but he is really good. To sign, shit, what am I doing? He'll probably want loads for wage as well, but if you can get your hands on him, I'm sure he's a solid player. He's got 16 determination, 16 flair, 16 agility, 15 acceleration. You can see the fucking stats for yourself. Like, look at that. He is so good. And I highly suggest you buy him. Yeah, he played for... Oh, yeah. Because he used to play for this Brazilian team. I remember now, because I signed him in a different save. But yeah, our final prospect though, after him, he is a really good one, is Kasper Kozlowski. Hear me out. It says he has a maximum potential of 3 stars, and right at the start of the game you can sign him for free. You just have to give him a contract, because he's on a youth contract. He'll just come to you. And you develop him, and you train him, and you give him enough matches, he becomes a really good Premier League player. Because I signed him for Sunderland, and he turned into a really good player. And he hasn't got amazing stats, but he's got 15 determination. He isn't the most consistent either, because he's 16. And he hasn't got an amazing... Oh no, sorry, he has got a good personality type. It is a bit annoying though, the personality type, when you try to give him a different, when you try to kick him out of the club. But he's got 12 concentration, 12 decisions, 15 determination. It's 16. He's really good. I'd sign him up. I forgot to sign him up, but you do have to have the biggest server you can have on. To sign him, because he does play. Does play in the Polish league for the under-18s, but he is a really good sign. I suggest you buy him, sign him, because he is good. But that is all of my prospects that you should sign. You got 6 of them, but I'm going to say 5 for the title. If you found any of these helpful, like the video, subscribe. Really appreciate it. Helps me out. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.